the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book is my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz's Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our very special guest, Bionic Bruh. What's up?
I still love the intro every time I hear it, man. I die laughing every single time.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. That's part of why I kept it so long.
It's so good.
Myself, I gotta change it. I gotta bump things up a notch. But then, it's like a classic now.
No, it's perfect. It's spot on.
Oh man, it has been a while.
It really has.
How have you been?
Man, a lot's changed since I've last been here. Issue 2 is about to launch for Cobalt. I've become a father. I have a 3-month-old.
Holy cow! Congratulations!
Yeah, time does not stand still in this household for some reason, but God.
What a trip. Oh my God.
He's great. I'm trying to coin it to where he is the bionic baby now since I'm Bionic Bruh, but he doesn't have any bionic parts. Knock on wood.
Oh yeah, seriously, knock on wood. No doubt.
But dude, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool being a dad. So everything that I love now, of course, a young kid's going to enjoy. So I get to instill all of that into him at this point.
Yeah. Did you were you kind of looking forward to a boy, or were you looking forward to a girl?
I was freaking out either way, so it didn't really matter. But, there's always that thing where the guy, roots to have a boy and, the wife, she roots to have a girl. But I would have been happy as long as it's healthy and, so we're good. We're happy.
Sweet. Welcome, CG Metalsmith, Phoenix Animation. What's a tail end studio? Sounds sus.
It means that I'm always coming up on the tail end of shit. So when people are discussing the topic right then and there, I wait for the actual information to come in at the end of it, and then I give my 2 cents right then.
That almost sounds like me and CG. It's like there's so many new projects coming out on a more regular basis that it's so dang hard to keep up.
It really is, man. I just backed Tiger Blue, but in the mail I just got, I received Star Circuit. I received what other things I got lying around here. I got my Samurai Shotgun Samurai, Testament, Flock Comics. It's crazy, man. They're just coming in. Everybody's fulfilling at the same time.
Yeah, talk about fulfilling at the same time. I was visiting California for 2 months. I came back and I had a close friend, pick up my mail while I was gone because I didn't want it building up and the post office getting pissed at me.
Right.
And I came home and there were like 75 packages.
Jesus.
Yeah. It took me 4 streams to go through them all.
I believe it.
4 live streams to open everything.
Well, with the way you stream, though, that should be done in a couple
couple of days or 2.
Yeah, right.
4 days. Well, I mean, as Red Valkyrie likes to point out, it takes me a couple hours to go through the first 5 packages.
That just means you're thorough.
Yeah. I don't know. For some, perhaps too thorough. But yeah, I like to check out all the stuff I received.
Definitely.
Speaking of which, there's another PO box opening due sometime soon, maybe within the week.
Cool.
But yeah, there's so many projects coming out on CG that not only do I have to really stay on top of it, but even when I feel I'm on top of it, I'm behind.
I know, right?
I'm relying on fellow promoters and other creators to let me in on what's coming out.
Yeah, no kidding. The only way I figure out what's going on is if I watch like Black Rose Comics on a back episode, or if I'm tuning in to Dojo Kun, or if I'm watching Michael Bancroft. Those are the only three that I'm like getting updates on because they're the ones that do the most shilling for everybody.
Yeah, those are good channels for sure. I also refer back to Don Chin. Tons of promo, and also Red Valkyrie. And
yeah, she's been going through some stuff though, so she's been out the MIA for a little bit, but you know, condolences to her, and you know,
for sure. Yeah, she's ramping back up though.
Oh, definitely.
And who was the other one? Oh, John Malin Presents. So he's like inviting people on who are in their pre-launch and also those in their funding stage.
Yep.
So I checked that out too. So that's handy.
I'm hoping to get on there this time around. I wasn't able to last time, but hopefully, you know, him hearing that we're going around with issue 2 now, he'll be like, oh, so this guy's trying to stick around. Maybe I'll have him on.
Nice.
So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, keep an eye out on his tweets. As soon as you see it, chime in, you know, let him know, drop the link to your page in the Twitter thread so that he knows who to reach out to. And I guess he DMs people on Twitter, something like that, and just finalizes who's going to be on the list of creators for that night.
Well, looks like I'll be poking him in the side a couple times to see if he notices anything.
Sounds good. So since it has been a while, I'd love it if you don't mind if you'd take a moment and kind of recount your quote-unquote origin story.
Sure.
What were you into when you were growing up, be it comics, toys, movies, cartoons? And what were the major milestones throughout your life that led you down this road to becoming a crowdfunding creator?
Oh, man. So when I was younger, it wasn't comic books, but it was all the TV shows that were based on comics at the time. So, you know, Ninja Turtles were there, Power Rangers, of course, Batman, the animated series, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, you know, all of the Saturday morning cartoons was, you know, my life growing up. But so I was really into it. I loved, you know, the flashy lights, the explosions, the good versus evil. And that actually never left. I'm still watching cartoons to this day, even though it might be, you know, a little bit more serious like Young Justice or more adult like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. But that's always been my wheelhouse for entertainment. When I got into high school, I'm starting to learning the actual nerd culture, you know, not just the mainstream. And people were like, bro, you need to get into the comics. That shit on Smallville doesn't even matter. You need to, you know, actually read comics of Superman, you know, Clark Kent and everything. I was like, well, I don't have comics. You got any that I can just like borrow? So they started throwing me some. And I really got attached to the character of Dick Grayson, Nightwing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I love the idea of, you know, it played in my own life, kind of, you know, that mentality of the father's trying to instill his ideals and, you know, his training methods into you. And you kind of don't like it and you want to take it a different way, much like Nightwing does. You know, Batman, he likes to be a loner, even though he's fucking with the Justice League all the time. But, you know, it just doesn't make sense. I'm a loner. I'm going to help you. But Nightwing, you know, he very much finds comfort in friendship, in making those bonds with other people. He's got the Titans. He's got the Justice League. He's got the outside. He is basically that red thread on the conspiracy board that links everybody to everybody else. Dick Grayson has met with everybody. And so he is like he's the mold for the DCU, in my opinion. And so I don't know. I just fell in love with that character and his mentality and his optimism. And so that was my high school. And then come 2013, I had an accident in a factory. You know, I lost 4 fingers on my left hand. And so I became part of the amputee community. And I got a prosthetic. I became an ambassador for the prosthetic company. And I started meeting other people in the limb different community, which is what they call it, limb different. And they asked, I was with a couple buddies in the amputee community down at Dragon Con in 2017, 2018. And we were walking around looking at all these creators, you know, and, you know, just throwing up art, having their comics out that they're trying to fulfill on their own time, you know, just trying to break the mold, make their own indie comics. And my buddy just looks over at me and says, "Have you ever thought of making a superhero?" And I was like, who fucking hasn't? You know?
Yeah, sure.
Everybody's had some kind of idea, whether how small or how big, they've had this idea of their own character, whether it's, you know, conveyed of them as a superhero or something else within that ideal. And so I told him about this like watered down idea of Cobalt, you know, street level vigilante. It's what I grew up on, you know, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Bat Family, what have you. And of course, you know, he was like, "Well, I'm going to get you in touch with somebody," after you heard my little spiel about it. And I didn't think anything of it. Every time somebody said, "I'm going to get you in touch with somebody," it always fizzles out, you know?
Right.
So I didn't think anything of it. 2 months later, a guy named Travis calls me up with the Accidental Aliens over in San Diego, California. He was like, "Hey man, I heard that you had this idea for a limb different character, and I'm putting an anthology together for limb different children who are growing up with residual limb differences, and I want you to be part of it." I was like, "I'm down. Let's do it." So it was a 7-page origin story. We launched it on Kickstarter. It went over without a hitch. It blew my mind of how many people supported that thing. And then when we unveiled it in Troy, Michigan at Lucky Finn Project, all the little kids, their eyes just lit up. They loved these characters that they could relate to, because surprisingly enough, kids do want things that kind of like mimic their identity. Surprising, mind-boggling, really. Not really. But so there I saw the smiles on their faces, how much they loved it. And then I got a few of the parents saying how much that they loved Cobalt and how much, you know, it stayed with them and their kids. And so I was like, well, maybe I've got something with this Cobalt character instead of it just being a one-off. Mm-hmm. So I was waiting for us to do Super Abled Volume 2, and it didn't come to fruition, hence COVID. And so I just had that creative bug, man. It was just an itch I needed to scratch. I was like, "Guys, I want to make the next one. Let's get this going." They're like, "We're not going to do it because COVID right now, and we've got other things going on in our personal lives." And I was like, "Well, is it cool if I take my character and I go do it on my," and they were like, "God bless you, go about it, have it." So I came up with Cobalt Atlantis Thrashing, which was the first issue that I launched on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And it was great. You know, I launched it on the Black Rose Comics channel with B Rose and Phoenix, and it was great. It was a struggle to get that first book up to 5,000, but man, the goal was 3,000. We made 2,000 extra. It was great. I loved it. I loved fulfilling. I loved the collaboration with my artist and getting Eric Weathers to letter the comic for me. Big name in, you know, the comics game community. Just meeting all these different people, these different creators, trying to just make their, you know, dream come true of just making their personal ideas come to life. and I couldn't get enough of it, man. I'm back for round 2. I want to help others get their books out. I've been, backing people out the wazoo on my free time. I mean, it's this collective of indie creators is just, it's great. I love it. I've made friends here, and I plan to keep them around for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me how helpful people are towards one another.
Mm-hmm.
We all want to see each other succeed.
Definitely.
And
when I was making my first rounds in Comicsgate, just getting my feet wet. After that Super Able anthology, I just started going through YouTube channels, just clicking on things that said how to make comics, how to create comics, and all these different sub channels started coming up on these other ones. The first one that I was led to was Mark Crilly with his channel, and that one led me to the whole Vic Mignogna trial that happened with Broly on Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, and that whole case. And then Nick Riccietta led me to Umbrella Guy. Umbrella Guy led me over to your boy Zach. Your boy Zach led me to Yellow Flash. And it was just this ripple effect of people and information. And I was getting overloaded. And it was fascinating because I'm ADHD. So all this just coming at me. I was like, yeah, grab it, get it, yeah. And so finally it comes up on Ethan Van Sciver. And I was like, where have I heard that name before? And lo and behold, he did a cover for one of the early 90s Nightwing issues. And I was like, oh, that's where I got it. So immediately I made that link with Nightwing, Ethan Van Sciver. That must mean he's a great guy. So I started watching his channel and everything, and how people were trying to ruin the mainstream Marvel DC industry with all this swapping of characters and ideals, and not really living by the heroic code anymore, just saturating these well-known characters with other crap that doesn't matter, and instilling their opinions on you instead of leaving it open-ended like they used to where you come to your own conclusion. I was like, I agree with that. I like that. Yes, stop changing comics. You're making them bad. And so I just started going down the rabbit hole with that, and John Malin, and then Michael Bancroft. And it was overwhelming, but I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Sweet. When you're describing one creator leading to another, it reminded me of that red line you were following for Nightwing.
Yeah.
It was like a mirror. There's a whole theme to it.
Yeah.
So ultimately, after you reached Comicsgate, it led you back to Nightwing, I take it, and then the Bat family.
No, it didn't. After I got into Comicsgate, I really started trying to walk away from mainstream comics. I still have a box at one of the comic shops that I go to every 3 months. But as I said, it's every 3 months that I go, so I'm not going as often as I used to. I used to go every month, pick up my stuff, talk about it, and then go about my day. But now it's starting to water down because I'm trying to support all these other indie creators who are making, if not better, just as good content, and it's just as entertaining. So if I'm helping these little guys, well, not little guys, but these smaller unknown creators trying to, bring their ideas to the forefront, I was like, well, I can't be spending my money on the mainstream. Mainstream now is $3.99 a pop, $4.99 a pop now, I think. But, if I can save, say getting four or five issues of mainstream, I can help fund a full book over here in Indiegogo and get just as much content, maybe even better content. So I've started, going about that way.
Pretty sweet. It seems nowadays when I still like going to comic book shops, local comic shops, But nowadays, when I go there, it's like the main things, the primary things I look for are T-shirts and posters,
Right.
Like movie size posters, 24 by 36. And it's like I'm not really going for comics anymore. And the occasional action figure or a statue, or a bust. But it's kind of a weird dynamic. Back when I was actively buying comics, which was like late 80s, early 90s, I was blowing easily $40 a week.
I believe it.
On comics.
I believe it.
Welcome, Idiot Peanut. I'm going crazy for Cocoa Puffs. Well, welcome. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So this is your second campaign.
Yes.
And let's see here. Let me check something here. Where did my screen go? There it is. So you're on pre-launch. Did you find, even with all the knowledge you acquired leading up to the campaign, that there were a bunch of lessons you still had to learn, or tricks of the trade, or things?
I'm still learning to this day, dude. You don't want information from me. You go to Rob the Replicator or Michael Bancroft. I'm still trying to weed my way through. But the first time around, free shipping is going to kick your ass. Shipping out of the U.S. is going to kick your ass, and
they
make sure
jacked up the prices on UK shipping, right?
Huh?
Didn't they jack up the prices on UK shipping?
Yeah, they even jacked them up. But I think that was after I already got my books out.
Oh, all right.
Let's see. I fulfilled in late July, early August.
Got in under the wire.
And that's around the time that I promised people that I would have it out. So I got it out on time. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Maybe a little late, but I got it out there. But all of the loss of paper, like that happened after I got my comic out. I missed it. It hit Joe Catapano with him trying to get Star Circuit out. Another great book, by the way, that I backed. And if you haven't, it's fucking phenomenal. It's adrenaline. It's high octane, man. It's great. I love it. It's very much linear, but very fast, man. So if you like the Flash and you need something quick, Star Circuit's the way to go. But yeah, man, when I was doing it, there was the paper shortage going on right afterwards. So I didn't really hit any of those obstacles. The only obstacles I had were the self-inflicted ones. So
yeah, anyone doing their first campaign is going to run into little hiccups here and there.
Sure. Well, I already knew I was going to take a dive because I did free shipping and I made my book only $20 because I was wanting people to get the first book. I was just trying to get it out there, and whatever I could to get people how to have their eyes on it, I tried to do. And I can say that I went, and I say in my own mind I broke even, but I might have went in the red a little bit, but not enough to be like, I'm quitting. There's no way I can keep doing this. Still doing this. We'll see if I actually break even or make a little more this time around. But even if I hit a little red again, I'll be back for, a couple more issues. Until people say I'm tired of this shit, I'm going to be here.
That's pretty sweet, though. I mean, a lot of campaigns, a lot of first-timers are lucky if they even, fund.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. I was really looking forward to Evermatter when I forgot the creator's name. That's my bad. But Evermatter, I was really looking forward to that one because it had the same art style as the old 90s Jackie Chan TV show or early 2000s. It had that same animation, but the plot was otherworldly and very sci-fi-ish and everything. And I was on board with it. I loved the pitch. And then just not enough eyes got to it, man. I felt bad, and I haven't seen that creator in the indie realm since.
Oh man.
I hope he's just, getting himself ready to go for round 2, but I was on board the first time around. I'm on board the second time around if he ever comes back.
Yeah, that would be cool. That sounds familiar, actually. Excuse me. Welcome, Pops. How's it going?
Hey, Pop.
Good to have you.
I'm ready for the Cromniverse.
Excuse me. Yeah, really. So, and you said that you also had a lot of fun with the Fulfilment, huh?
Yeah, Fulfilment was a lot of fun. Just having the physical items in my hand, getting ready to distribute them out to the people that actually backed you. That's an excellent feeling to be able to bring, happiness to other people, for them to look at your product and be like, I want a piece of that. And then to actually get it to them. Oh man, that melted me, man. I was like butter on that day. But and then I went on to Twitter. I saw all the good feedback coming in from all my supporters, and I was like, I was blown away, man. I still don't have the words to this day to how grateful and honored and humbled at all these feelings just hit you in waves, and I'm sure it's going to happen again on round 2.
Oh, for sure. No doubt about that. Bob says it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome, LDG of Geeks and Joy. What's up?
I think that's a new one. I don't think I've seen him around since I was here last.
I've been spending a bunch of time with more Fandom Menace as well.
Okay.
And just nerdy, geeky people.
Yes, you've been doing small baking classes with Lola, I believe.
Tiny food cook-off.
Tiny food cook-off, yes.
So
that's pretty good. I like that.
I've been doing that. I've been doing some cooking streams, oddly enough, and I've been. I don't know if you ever caught my segment "Tone Deaf Asian," where it's more or less singing karaoke.
Okay.
Off screen, which I'm going to do more. And in fact, as it turns out, Lola's going to do some duets with me.
That's awesome. You guys should kick that off over on Global Frequencies channel. I think they do. Are they still doing karaoke on Sunday nights?
Possibly. There are several channels that do karaoke.
Oh, okay.
Who's the other one that? I think in fact, Dark Gift Comics Anthony. I think he's getting back to doing his.
Okay.
And Jedi Bill does. He does like this really late one. I think it starts around 3 or 4 a.m. and goes for 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 7
hours. Yeah. Nope. I'm asleep at that point.
Yeah. And then I also do gaming.
Okay.
So
actually, when I look at your channel, I see that you just everyday stream. You just stream. If you have free time, you're just like, I'm going to turn on the camera.
More or less. If I'm up for it, then usually I am, and that makes for a lot of quote unquote chill streams.
Oh yeah,
it's
good to have content.
Window shopping, because part of the reason why my YouTube growth is so small is because I'm doing the opposite of what YouTube wants. YouTube wants people to create like 7 to 10 minute pre-recorded, edited videos that are uploaded.
Who's got time for that?
I much prefer just live streaming.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so it's easier on me. Eventually, I'll probably start trying to get it more balanced to where I'm producing uploaded content. But until then, it's streaming.
Yeah. Fuck your algorithm, YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Meanwhile, YouTube's like, fine, be that way. You're going down.
Yes, take away 2 of his subscribers until he learns.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I on the gaming side, I was playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. Past that game, and now I'm trying to decide what game to play next.
Is Fallen Order? Do you do PC? It's PC that you do, right?
I do Mac.
Mac. Okay.
Well, I mean,
PC, Mac. I mean,
if I wanted to, I could boot up my Windows partition or bring up an emulator. But right now, I'm just playing Mac games via Steam.
Okay.
So it's either going to be another Star Wars game, or I might try like BioShock or something.
Fallen Order, I heard, is a good one.
No, that's one of the newer ones, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. I played Force Unleashed 1 and 2, and I thought they were really good. It was fun.
I started Force Unleashed, but I got stuck at this one stupid level where there's like this white hallway, and there's like these pillars that had fallen down, and you have to do some kind of jumping thing to get from one area to another, and I couldn't pass that stupid level. And that was like early in the game too.
Dude, there's one of your videos right there, just trying to pass that point, just yelling at the screen the whole goddamn time. Just the fuck! I double jumped.
Well, there you go. There. All right. Maybe I ought to do that one. Oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing lots of streaming for sure. Let me see. Let's check this awesomeness out. So, Cobalt Death Stalks Us.
Yes.
Now, why is Death stalking us versus someone else?
Because the antagonist of this, the beginning of this series is known as the Death Stalker. So, I thought it a pretty good play on words at this point and making a pretty good little subtitle, because right now Death is stalking Cobalt and Detective Reyes. So this issue jumps right into where issue 1, Atlantis Thrashing, left off, which there'll be a catch-up tier in case you missed issue 1.
Nice.
And
Nice.
So they're in the childhood home of Jesse, and lo and behold, while he's there, Detective Reyes has walked into the household looking for evidence, that anything that might point her in the direction of the Thrashers and the investigation that's already ongoing with her in her mind. She thinks that Jesse's linked somehow to what's already taken place, and that's not the case. Jesse just came in issue 1 and saved her ass, which you can read up on. I don't want to spoil too much for people that haven't jumped on it yet. But lo and behold, these characters come together at this point because one's investigating another, and then the Death Stalker was hired to take care of Detective Reyes. So this is how these three are thrown into this dynamic at this point. And then it just unfolds and snowballs from there for issue 2. So we don't know who to trust. Everybody's second guessing each other. And of course, at the same time, Jesse withheld information of him still taking up and armoring up as Cobalt to his family and friends. And so there's a lot of misleading. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of lying going on. And to be successful as a hero, you can't really do that to your friends and family. You got to keep them in the loop. Otherwise, you're going to be having the issue of nobody knowing what's going on. And there's always going to be these questions of, what the hell? Why can't you trust me? What's going on with you? And so he's trying to find his way, at the same time ignoring the same lessons that Thomas has been trying to teach him at this point. So Jesse is very much hard-headed. He's not too quick with the draw. It's very much the school of hard knocks that he's going from here on with. So we're going to see how it plays out for him, and hopefully he comes out alive.
Nice. Cobalt Death Stalks Us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've actually got. Let me try and share screen here real quick. I actually got a couple colored pages from my artist that I can show off for a second.
Come on. Right on. With Detective Reyes leading the Death Stalker straight to Jesse / Cobalt. Will he make it out alive?
Yeah. If you go down, you'll see one of the art pieces that'll be a tier.
Cool.
So that right there, that art there is by Adam Miller, and that piece right there, I actually have right here. I can show it off in a second when I share my screen.
Right.
But it was beautiful, man. I loved it. I love that painterly, realistic art that not only my interior artist Erwin Arosa does, but of course you see here Adam Miller does it. Max Bertolini, who did the cover art for Atlantis Thrashing, the first issue, is very much in the same ballpark as the realistic painterly style. I love that's the kind of art that I enjoy. If I make something more fun, we'll go with a little bit more of the animated look, but at this point I really love this dark gritty feel I'm getting from these artists.
Yeah, I dig the armor. It's really cool. Excuse me. Let's see here. Do you want me to share your screen right now, or?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oops.
Okay. No, you're good. Okay. So here is the first 4 pages of Death Stalks Us.
Oh, wow.
So as I said, we left off with Deathstalker coming into the door of the Jensen home. So we see here Anna Reyes has him at gunpoint, and somebody is watching what's going on from the kitchen. I wonder who that could be. But again, Erwin Arosa is the artist again, second time around. I am keeping him as long as I can on this project.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is a nice style.
Beautiful art. So we'll go on to this. This is page 2. And so this right here shows that the mirror that Jesse was just holding to watch what's going on crashes and collides with the knife that was being thrown at Anna, which takes it off course, and it only gets the slit of her neck. So, yeah. Of course, Deathstalker realizes that somebody else is in the building, so he kind of unleashes something right here to help him out to hopefully even the odds. And then you can see right here the glow kind of gives off on Jesse and what he's about to try out. And then we see here he tries to spray the fog to try and kind of take away his line of vision, and it doesn't really work out too well. So the Deathstalker just blows by Anna, knocks her down, and goes right for Jesse.
Wow. That's really sweet.
Yeah. And those golden orbs right there turn out to his backup.
Scorpions.
Yeah. Well, in the Middle East, the Deathstalker is a greenish yellow scorpion. So very much in line with the Middle East idea.
All right. Right on.
So the history of the Deathstalker here was he was basically the special ops version for the Peshmerga. You know, the Peshmerga helped us out during Afghanistan when we couldn't get our boys across the line. The Kurdish, who were basically our allies at that point, were like, well, we'll fucking do it for you. So they went in there, acted like Spartans, and got in for us when we couldn't. So this is basically the lone survivor of the Deathstalker unit, and now he's just being a hired gun to the highest bidder. But yeah, the art is just so compelling. It's enticing. I love it.
Yeah, that's really good.
And you can really see that Jesse and Anna are having a hard time taking down one guy.
Mm-hmm.
After the first issue, he was able to take on about 4 to 5 people in one gang. So that tells you the skill level of the Deathstalker.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And then, of course, here's the cover art.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So this time around, I let my interior artist Erwin do the cover art, and as you can see, it's the Deathstalker hovering over. Oh crap! Hovering over Cobalt as he's basically on the edge of what looks to be a gargoyle head. Yeah.
All right. Death stalks us. Nice. Oh, you got one of those QR codes too.
Yes, I actually use this cover art as a ad page in one of Peter Simeti's comics for the fall line of his comics for Alterna.
Oh,
So if you got one of his books, I believe it's one of them's issue 5 of Red Koi.
Okay.
So that is the front interior cover ad. Is this piece right here?
Really? Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
And I keep clicking off of it for some reason. But yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful piece.
Oh man, isn't it? That is. I dig it.
But I've got some of the goodies lying around here too that are going to be the tier rewards for when you're ready to back. So of course, as with the first campaign, when you right out the gate, when you back the issue of Cobalt Death Stalks Us, you're going to get a chibi sticker. So as you can see, it's a little bit different from the first one that came around. So this one here is a little cutesy, you know, just holding up his toffers. Hi, how you doing? This one's like, what the fuck do you want? He's a little bit more aggressive this time around.
That's for sure.
But just for you know,
what's the bed you wake up on?
Huh? Oh yeah, you know.
Did you wake up on?
Where's my coffee?
As soon as he has his first cup of coffee, he reverts back to the other version. And
then I'm just throwing this in there. It's a little 3-inch circular sticker of the tail end logo. I did patches as a unlockable tier on the first campaign. This time around, this is just a throw in. It has nothing to do with the campaign, but just want to give just some extra little goodies that you could probably use. But of course, I showed that piece by Adam Miller, that picture right there on the mailing list campaign page. Well, here's the 12x18 metal print of it done by Phoenix Animation over on the Black Rose channel. Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah. There's always going to be metal when it comes to a cyberpunk story. And then B Rose, he was a big fan of this splash page. So the splash page from the first issue, Atlantis Thrashing.
Yeah.
Let me turn that right side up. Hang on, it'll look better. So here we go. with him overlooking Engage, where the Thrashers hang out.
Yeah, I remember really enjoying that scene.
Yeah. So now this is going to be a 16 by 20 poster that you can get at one of the tiers.
Ooh, 16 by 20, not bad.
Yeah. Big enough to, make a statement, but not so much as to, overplay its stay.
Is it, are you going to end up having to ship things separately? So you'll ship that maybe in a tube, or do you plan on folding it?
No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't ruin the art for that. I'll be shipping that separately.
Okay. All right.
So I tried to work it in to where I'm not doing free shipping this time around, but the higher tiers work it into where I can also put these in tubes or in cardboard packaging instead of just the bubble paper that I sent it in with cardboard added inside. So I'm trying to make it to where nothing gets dented this time around, because I hear I had a few issues with that last time around. So luckily I made a few extras so I could correct that. But
Nice. Yeah, overprinting is essential.
Most definitely.
Man, this is some good work. So in terms of the storytelling, how did you get as good as you were at now? I mean, have you always been one?
I've always enjoyed writing. It was one of my favorite classes when I was in school. Just, like I said, I was the ADD kid. I couldn't pay attention to the teacher for shit. But as soon as she was like, all right, it's time to grab pen and paper and start writing stories, I was all about it. I loved it every second. If it came to haikus, poetry, or just writing, nonchalant stories, just to see how well we put together, run-on sentences, or making sure we know what the object of the preposition is, or what the difference is between an adjective and an adverb. I didn't really care about that shit, but I knew how to write a story because I loved reading books at that point. So when it came to writing comics, I was like, well, that it kind of works almost exactly like a movie script, really. You've already got the scene planned in your head. What are the most important pictures or images to convey what you need at that point? So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I went and I gave it a shot, and that was the 7-page origin story for Cobalt. That was the first time that I tried to create an image comic. And, you can see how much I ramped up between that origin story and then the actual story in Atlantis Thrashing. So one was very much me trying to work with an editor on the 7-page origin story, where he was like, dude, you need to keep compressing. You need to compress. You need to take shit out. We're doing 7 pages, not a full issue. And so I was like, well, everything I want to say is in the 22 pages that I already wrote for this 7-page story. I was like, dude, just the important stuff only. And I was like, all right. So I kept shaving and trimming and whatnot. And I was like, how's this? He was like, all right, you got it. Good. Go with that. Now you need to get your lettering and your speech bubbles done. I was like, all right, well, I got this. I want to say here. I got this. I want to say here. A lot of it was less than what was expected for speech bubbles. I'm a first-time writer for a comic, So he was like, dude, you can put more exposition in here if you want. You can say more in these spots. And I was like, well, I can't tell that until they actually put the speech bubbles in there, and then I know how much space I can use. And so I did the same thing with Eric Weathers on that point when it came to Atlantis Thrashing. I just wrote in like little 1 or 3 sentence speech bubbles, and then when he gave it back for me to double check and look over, I was like, oh, I got a lot of space in this panel. But there's that double-edged sword of trying to get as much conveyed across the image without saying too much. So, you don't want to ruin the arts with all this, black and white wording.
Right.
So it was very much learning to balance on the origin story. And then when it came to actually doing what I'm comfortable with, which is writing a full issue or a full storyline, I just got up and went, man. Like, I've got comics lying around me right now that I looked at, to be like, for pacing purposes. It's like, all right, three pages for this not so important scene, 4 pages for the important scene, 6 pages for the big fight scene, just, learning pacing and how to space the importance of the overlying plot through these different characters. So you're introducing Cobalt into the storyline that's taking place without him, because you see that he's about to insert himself into the Thrashers, about to do away with a detective that's poking around in business that she shouldn't be poking around in. So there's enough to be like, hey, I can put a little exposition here of what's going on. And just that aspect of pacing was probably the most difficult part. But as much as I wanted to just throw my laptop at the wall a couple times while I was writing, when it actually comes to fruition and your artist is sitting there and just, making the line art of what's about to take place, you're just like, oh my God, he got it. Oh my God, I got it. Fuck, guys, I did it right. So, all this emotion and excitement just came over me as I was creating this thing. And it's awesome. I love it. I don't want to give it up. So here I am coming by with issue 2. And I'm hoping it holds up to, the good reviews I got in issue 1. God willing, it does. So, but, it's still going to be entertaining. Still lots of action, a lot of family, a lot of lessons to be learned for Jesse, and I can't wait to bring it to you, man. It's going to be good.
Sounds really cool, and I'm digging the art. It's just absolutely gorgeous, just like the previous book. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. It's got to be a bit of a challenge finding that balance between too much and too little work dialogue, because you're, with comic books being very much a visual medium, the general rule is show, don't say, whenever possible.
Yeah.
So there must be, I imagine, some back and forth trying to figure out which is the right amount.
There's always going to be that moment after you complete your book, you get it back, and you're about to fulfill, and you go back and do a once over of stuff just to make sure that everything's right. And even now I go back and I'm like, I did a little bit too much exposition in this one panel, or too much here or there, just like nitpicking yourself to death. So when you do so much of that nitpicking in your head, you're like, oh my God, my book's shit. And luckily that wasn't the case this time around. If it was, everybody's being really nice about it.
Very cool. If you guys haven't already, be sure and sign up on the early mailing list. According to this, you subscribe early, back a physical, get a secret perk.
Oh, yeah, I do have a secret perk clicking around. Yeah, I've got it. Where did I put it?
Oh, you mean to say it's not so secret now?
Well, we're what? We're 11 days away from launch. I might as well let you see what you're going to get. So 6 a.m. Comics did a chibi version of Cobalt for me. So it's not this one that you'll be getting as a sticker. This one, technically still metal. Magnets are metal, right? So you're going to be getting the 6 a.m. chibi magnet for your fridge or wherever you want to stick it. So Here's a little chibi magnet for everybody.
Cool.
And if let's see, I think there's like 112 on the mailing list right now. If we don't get 150 on the mailing list, everybody's getting 2 of these. So,
wow.
As much as I want to say that I want more people on the mailing list, if you don't tell anybody up to 150, because I'm at 112, you're going to get 2 of these. So there's kind of like that, I don't know whether to take that as a win or a loss, but whatever the customer wants, I guess.
Well, that's cool. I dig magnets. I'm building up my collection on my fridge.
I think they're way more useful than stickers at this point. Everybody needs to post their bills on their fridge at this today and age. So,
and their kids' artwork, of course.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So,
maybe when he starts drawing.
Yeah. Well, until then, you could do like basic finger painting or things like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I want a 3-month-old to get into.
Learn how to paint.
Here's a marker. Go nuts.
Oh no, I accidentally gave him the permanent markers instead of the water-based.
I thought you said it was washable. Nope.
Oh, you know what? You mentioned fatherhood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it, and I don't know if it's something you'd consider, but you can buy this paint, right? That you put on your walls, and it forms like a chalkboard type surface, so you can actually use chalk and write on it. And
yes, I've seen that.
It's
I thought that'd be really cool.
My house I used to live in had a wall that had that on it. It was pretty neat.
That's a cool idea. I think I will do that. When he gets old enough. But yeah, that is an idea. Here, take this chalk. Go over there on the black wall only.
So let's see. Hell's Playground, metal print. Olympia, once a beautiful park in Atlanta. The criminal underworld took over during the Third Revolution. Now destroyed. It's now known as Hell's Playground. Art by Adam Miller. Available at launch.
Yep.
Fulfill your contract. The talented Erwin J. Arosa is back again with his unique artwork. Here the Death Stalker executing his mission. Dispose of the detective. Jesse does his best to interfere, but will it be enough? Yeah, that's really neat.
Irwin's great, man. I backed the anthology book, Book of Legend, because he's the cover artist for one of their books, and it's great. I have it right here.
Oh, hold on. Let me jump back. Let me see this.
Okay. So this is Book of Legend.
Book of Legend.
Yeah. It's an anthology of, I guess, superheroes. But you can see just his art is just phenomenal. I love it.
Wow.
Try not to get that reflection on the damn laptop, but I'm failing.
Yeah, there's a lot of reflection. But so what was it? One of his title? Was it his campaign?
Arosa? No.
No.
Let's see. The names on this one are Boward, Dedelis, Gonzalez, Howard, Meyer, Orig. I'm butchering some of these last names. I'm not even going to lie. Utrera, Wheely, Radwanski. I apologize to everybody at Rainy Road Comics or Studio.
Did you say Rainy Road?
Rainy Road was the logo on there.
I don't remember even that campaign. What the hell? But did you get a chance to read it? Was it good?
I haven't read it yet. No, I've
Okay.
got quite a few. The last one I read was Star Circuit, and
Okay.
I've been
Nice.
trying to make my way because I have backed so many, but
Yeah.
I've only read a few, and they're all over me. Like I still have to read Aerith's Saga. So
Oh man. I swear I
I've gotta
backed
read
that
that.
campaign.
I've got to read the Lucent.
Oh yeah.
The Lucent. I mean,
The Luch.
I've got them all over here, man.
You see
I've
how
got issue 2 of Pop Kill. I've got to read. I did read Not Daredevil by Kami Mark. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was really good. That was excellent.
Wait, were you the backer who got the tier with the boomerang?
I did not get the boomerang, no.
Oh, all right.
But I've got Sunsworn. I've got Graveyard Shift. I've got a lot around here I need to dig into.
Nice.
I read Dojo Kun's Siamese. That was a lot of fun. Dojo Kun Comics. He's got. Oh, speaking of Dojo Kun, great segue. I'll be launching with him on February 18th on Michael Bancroft's show. He's going to be promoting his comic coming out called The Healing Wars, Book 1, The Shifter. So it's based off this novel by a writer. I forget her name. Apologies, but she wrote The Healing Wars, and this is the first chapter for the first arc called The Shifter.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like it's great. He's collaborating with her. She agreed to do it through his company, Dojo Kun Comics, and it looks like it's going to be a great read, man. I highly recommend it. Be there because we are launching together on Bancroft's show.
When is this again?
February 18th.
Let me make a note. February 18th. February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
On Bancroft's channel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do I have that? Where did I put it? Hang on. If you back both of our campaigns, you're going to be getting a poster done up by Shelby Robertson.
Really?
Yes, of Cobalt and the character from the Shifter standing together in front of a banner of like 12 to 15 different headshots of other Comicsgate characters. I'm not going to say who the characters are, but he's shown me the artwork. If I can frickin' find it, I'll show it here.
Oh my gosh, really?
Is it in my
Is he doing the piece himself? Oh wait, no, you said Shelby Robertson?
Yes. Where is my Gmail? There it is. All right, Dojo. There it is. Yes, this is an homage print of an X-Men cover.
Oh.
I forget which page. Which one is it? Do. Taking a lot longer than I want. All right, here we go. Sharing screen one last time for this epic piece of art.
All right.
Am I sharing yet?
Wait a minute, that's looking familiar.
Am I sharing? I am sharing.
All right, there we go. It was toggling between you and me and the artwork.
Oh, okay.
Well,
hang on.
Now it's on your email.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna put on some Cobalt music for this. No, like I actually paid a dude off Fiverr to make Cobalt his own actual intro theme because
really?
got tired of hearing Red Gaze getting like hit by YouTube for like copyrighted, well, not really copyrighted music, but like similarities are too much.
Oh,
There we
really?
go. There we go. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's Downcast, there's kind of, oh, Black Flag, what's his name from Black Flag.
Yeah, let me know if you know who these characters are.
They're Siamese, both of them. Cobalt. Oh, Careless, Not Safe. Is one of them the Embrace? And then, man, I don't recognize some of them. I don't recognize a lot of them, actually. That's
Right?
cool. Dang. That's neat.
Yeah, then he made Cobalt a thick beast.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I absolutely love this piece. I love seeing that everybody back here agreed to have their characters present on our poster. It's fucking phenomenal that everybody is willing to help out each other.
Is the first one on the second row Rage-Tality's War?
Uh-huh.
All right. Is it, well, actually, is it, I want to say one of them is either second or third row, might be Perfect 10. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right here. Perfect 10.
Where's your cursor? I can't see it. Oh, wait.
Okay.
I saw it for a moment. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All
I really like this piece. I'll be talking to Phoenix about making this a medal for me personally.
Oh man. So when is this cover considered done, or are you gonna do like variant? Well, actually, it's gonna be a print, right? It's not gonna be.
Yeah, this is gonna be a poster print. Yes.
Poster print. Wow, that's cool. And is it gonna be the size of your poster?
I don't know. Dojo Kun is actually the one who came to me with this idea. And so Dojo Kun approached me to launch in conjunction with him. It blew my mind when he asked me to do that. I had no idea that he wanted to do that, and he asked me to, and I jumped on it immediately. He's a great guy, and for him to like reach out to me when there's so much great content out there, I mean, I was honored. And for him to make this piece, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I'm very honored for him to do this with me.
So who's going to be responsible for mailing them out? You know, fulfilling the posters.
He'll have the posters. He'll be mailing them out. But
all right, so you guys will just connect offline to determine.
Right. So he'll give me the email. He'll give me his emails, or I'll give him my emails, and he'll see who backed both, and then he'll jot those down, and then send out this poster to those that actually back both of us physically.
Sweet. What a cool idea. There's a lot of collaboration nowadays.
Oh, most definitely. We've got Reaper Destroyer. We've got the Embrace, Rage-Tality. We've got Black Flag. We got Ghost from Replicator. Cerebrum's on here. Tailless is here. Krishna Kid. Siamese.
Wait. How did I miss Krishna Kid? Where is he?
He's right down here. This little guy right here.
All right. There he is.
We got the Ace, Siamese. I mean, I love it.
Cool.
Phenomenal.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice. What a cool idea. Cool idea. If anyone hasn't yet, be sure to get on the early sign-up list so you can get in on the bonuses for being on the early sign-up list.
Yes, get your magnet.
For sure.
I made them. I want to get them out there.
Everyone can use another magnet.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm using 3 of them right now.
Yeah, I mean, I love stickers. I love magnets, but magnets right now are more useful to me.
Yep, definitely.
You know, people for years have been known to stick it all over their computers, but I don't like the idea of sticking stickers on the computer.
No, the back of my laptop right here is so clean, pristine. Yeah. Exactly. Rub a little Windex on it when I need to. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do anything that could potentially affect its heat dissipation.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm trying to find some solution on what to do with stickers, even though I like them. I'm not really using them.
Yeah, I backed the Natverse from Simon Pothier, and he's got like these like little page strands of just stickers of his characters, and I was like, I don't want to stick them anywhere because I don't want to fuck them up. They're beautiful. I need to get like when it comes to stickers, I feel like I need to get like a photo album and put them in there and just lay them in there and just like have this little collection of stickers. I don't actually want to use them and put them on anything. They're so beautiful. Because anything I put them on, I'm eventually going to throw away. I know it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what do you know? We've been blessed with a spam bot.
Yeah, I got no idea what that name is.
It's spammer. Hold on, there we go. Now I'm jumping over to the YouTube side. So
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before on a stream. Does that happen to people?
Oh yeah,
Shit.
Frequently. It's a common thing these days. It used to be that you could, as a workaround,
right,
enable this feature called subscriber only chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then and there was like you set a timer, for example, for like a minute, so you had to be present in chat for a minute before you could type any messages in the chat, and that was kind of thwarting these bots. But then the bots adapted and found a way to still get in there. Half the time it looks like it's Russian names. But in all honesty, I personally think that these are bots designed by YouTube to bother.
That's so weird.
To bother people, and they're just trying to blame it on the Russians.
I feel like because that does not look like a fucking Russian name.
Well, not in this case, but half the time it's got names that sort of resemble Russian.
Look at that. See, already trying to create more distance between us and the rest of the world.
There you go.
Fucking Russians. You're not going to make us hate Russians. We love vodka.
There you go. You know it.
Give me my potatoes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Life is better with potatoes. I am potato. Yeah, so what is it? Yetigi Worthy?
Yep. See? Not even close to Russian.
Yeah, get up on the signing list, everyone. When do you anticipate going live?
Oh, we go live February 18th.
All right, you simultaneously with Dojo Kun. That's right. Yeah. On Bancroft's channel. Sweet. And how many pages is this book going to be?
I believe it's going to be 32. Yeah. So 10 extra pages than a regular comic. And if everything works out the way I intend for it to, just like Atlantis Thrashing, there will be an origin story for another story that I'm working on right now. So I'm working on. I actually got Oliver from 656 to make this one. All right, I'll be sharing my screen again. I'm sorry. But so I started thinking of this character because I'm in Atlanta, and I was like, it's diverse enough as it is in Atlanta. So I was like, I need a different character, something with powers, because this is Cobalt. That's the universe for cyberpunk neo-noir. But even though we get all this technology, we also have supers in there, and we're going to see how this technology actually holds up to taking on supers. So I was like, we need a super that we can just fuck around with and see how it holds up. So I came up with this character called Brick House. And and then Dojo Kun and I got into it because a character from his Siamese volume is named Brick House. And so me and him had a little back and forth about it. Who's the stronger Brick House? And we'll find out one day, I guarantee you. But
Brick House versus Brick House.
Yeah.
He's a brick house.
Oh yeah, that's exactly where I got it from. So this is Oliver from 656. This is his art coming up. Well, actually, it's his colors. I got Simon Pothier from the Natverse to do the art.
Yeah, I was wondering. That looks like his style.
Yeah, so this is Simon's art, but this is Oliver's colors, and this is Brick House.
No. And here I was expecting this big old beefy guy, muscle man.
No. See, that's what Dojo Kun's character is this guy who's built like a brick shit house. And he looks like he's made of stone, but not as much as the Thing or Stone from Invincible. But I thought it was cool because his character's name is Brick House, but mine is Brick House the German way with HAUS.
All right.
But
Scott's MW.
Scotsman Ale. So Simon Pothier works with a gentleman named Scotsman.
Yeah, the Scotsman.
So all the chalk that you see on this cover art are little Easter eggs to different works that have taken place. So right here in the corner, we have AC/DC. Right here, we have Six Gun.
Gorilla?
Right here, we have Blood Hunt and Doc Salem. We've got Preston. We've got Vinny.
Vinny
Motorhead.
You got Sim.
Yeah, we got Sim right here. We got Tail End Studio right up here.
All right.
We got the Commodores, Brick House.
That's cool.
Down right here, it says Cobalt, call me 555-5555.
All right. So where's the part where it says 867-5309?
Right? Yeah. But we got 6 a.m. right here. We got Metal Slug right here. Natverse the game on the arcade.
All right. I missed that stuff over there.
There's stuff everywhere down here. And what's even cooler about this is this piece right here is actually based or inspired by a bar that's actually down in Atlanta. So I pulled a reference picture from one of the bars that I used to go to. Not going to name them because I don't want to get docked.
Right.
And but if you've ever been to the bar in Atlanta that I'm referencing right here, you will know that there's supposed to be 2 dartboards on this wall right here with a little arcade to the side. And you can see that the second one was knocked down on the floor when she came through.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going, whoa, it made it out intact.
Yeah.
Didn't get trashed.
So
cool. Yeah. Nice little Easter eggs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm very happy with this piece. This is going to be awesome.
All right.
But yeah. Okay. I officially have nothing else to share for art. Okay,
Sure,
I ran out.
right.
I'm sorry.
That's what they always say. Right. And then I got another 5 pages.
Oh wait, no.
So the 32 pages, does that still constitute a floppy, or are you doing what is it called?
A graphic novel?
Right, or the type of printing when you actually have a spine on it?
Oh, trade
Premium?
paperback.
There's another term too.
Yeah, I forget what it is too.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing floppies.
Okay. All right.
After I get so far into it, whenever I get to the ending of this story arc, which there's so much I want to do, but I want to be able to keep everybody's eyes on it at the same time. So I don't know where I'm gonna stop at this point. But so anyway, I'm gonna keep on doing floppies, and then when I finally stopped and brought this story arc to a close, I'll be putting that into a hardcover print. So it'll be a full graphic novel after this, and that'll be as a different unlockable tier for everybody or something.
Oh, sweet.
But at this point, we're still doing floppies.
Now, are you looking for Cobalt to be an ongoing series? Is this
most definitely
your baby, your key IP?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the base for Tail End Studio. But of course, as I showed, I've got Brick House that I'm working on. I've got another one that's going to be like a manga style comic book called Damascus. Wow. And then I've got a sci-fi space exploration one, kind of giving reference to the Iliad and the Odyssey. And that's going to be called Rayet. So in space, there's what's called a Wolf Rayet star. And it's actually when two stars are spinning so fast around each other until they finally meet and combust. And so that's called the Rayet Wolf star. So Riot is the main protagonist for the story. And we'll meet Wolf at the end sometime. So,
wow. Yeah. You got a lot of stuff in the works. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've got some ideas.
Nice. And let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong, but on your first campaign, you laid it out so you did the Comicscape, trend of doing 2 30-day rounds of funding followed by in demand. Mm-hmm. Are you doing the same for this one?
So I only stayed in demand with Atlantis Thrashing for maybe 30 days.
Oh, all right. So it's pretty brief.
Well, there was just nobody was touching it after after the I got 150 backers, 151, 52, somewhere around there, and it just became it became inert, like nothing was happening. So I was like, all right, I'm going to close out and then I'm just going to email updates. So, and then through that, as I was still randomly going on different streams and whatnot, people were like, hey, can I still back this and everything? I was like, nope, closed it. They were like, damn, it's okay. Round 2's coming when you can do a catch-up tier for Death Stalks Us. And they're like, oh man, I'll definitely jump on it then. I'm like, we'll see. But
I'm holding you to it.
That's right. Because I don't like leaving it in demand. Maybe when I get a bigger audience and more people want it, just can't get it at that point in time. But maybe if I get bigger, I'll leave it open, like Kozor with the Barton brothers, or Replicator with Rob, or Lucent. I'll keep it in demand, maybe, but at this point, I don't see reality where it's necessary. So maybe down the line, when people start hearing the name Cobalt more, it'll take place. But right now, it'll be the 60 days, first 30, second 30, then in demand, maybe for 30 days after that. But so far, Cobalt issues do come to a close.
Okay.
So,
All right. So you're sort of doing a mix between, I guess, quote unquote, the average CGer and like Malin, who only did 2 months of funding and cuts it off solid there. And then
that's what they're for, man. I mean, we let you know ahead of time, hey, you can come back this book. We put a mailing list out for you.
Yeah.
You can get on that mailing list for updates. Oh, we launched. We're going to all these different streams. You can jump in and learn about it. You got 60 days to learn about it. After that, so that's where I'm at. Like, I lost out on what one was that I lost out on that I wanted to back? Maybe I did back it. Charlie's London. I wanted to back. I'm not 100% if I backed it or not, because I backed Stump 2 at around the same time. So I'm not sure if I backed Charlie's London or not. See, the time frames. That's why. But so we'll see.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I backed Charlie's London. Now you got me wondering if I remember to back.
See, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the campaigns that I've backed, because I have no idea. I've got like 12 pages of backings that I've done since 2019. So I've been trying to be ever present, but at the same time, the fly on the wall when I don't have anything to say. I'm not. I don't find myself to be a streamer, although I should. Because at this point in this community, having your own YouTube channel is just like having a phone number. It's like how you call up somebody and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" So maybe when it becomes where I have more availability, I'll be able to. But right now, hence to certain things happening in this household, I don't really have the time. And you really don't want to hear a nagging baby over my microphone. So we'll see. I was lucky enough to get him down before this, but I would love to stream more often, but at this point it's not an option. I try and get out there as much as I can. And this is one of those times.
Glad you were able to make it.
No, I appreciate you having me.
Oh, of course. Like your products. So I definitely want to promote them. Are there any other points, any other parts of the campaign that you want to highlight, or something I might have missed, not covered?
No. Launching in conjunction with Dojo Kun on February 18th. You have to back both at the physical level to get the homage print of the X-Men cover done by Shelby Robertson, featuring our titular characters. And then seeing the massive poster of all the headshots of famous Comicsgate characters in the background. That was a great collaboration to take place. Phenomenal. Excellent. Other than that, no. Be on the lookout when the mailing list, because I do have a video in the works right now. It is being made. It's just not ready right now. So in the next 3 or 4 days, be on the lookout for a video.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was meaning to ask. Sometimes people have a teaser on the pre-launch page, or some go so far as to actually do a full-fledged trailer.
Yeah.
But can you say whether or not it's going to be a teaser versus a trailer?
It's a teaser trailer, but
fair enough.
But no, it is showing the art of the interior art. It is going to show the cover, but it's definitely it's a promo trailer, so it'll show bits and pieces, but I don't have any words spoken on this trailer. No, it's very much just a show and tell, because when I'm on the stream, you're going to ask me about it anyway. I don't need to put words in the video. Just watch the beauty, listen to the music, be engulfed in greatness.
But what if people aren't watching the stream? Then they're not going to hear you answering the questions.
Oh, man. That's like 2/3 of the job of getting out there. But then they can just go in and they can read.
They can catch the replays of the streams.
Yeah.
There you go. I am going to give you the floor. Would you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
Yes. So I only have 2 places where you can find, well, 3 technically, but I don't think you guys really like Facebook that much. But you can find me at right here. You can find me at Bionic Bruh or Tail End Studio on Instagram and Twitter. So at me at either one of those, you'll find me.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a simple kind of man.
In the end, you're a simple man.
Right.
Get
I'm
your
a simple
pan.
kind of man.
Yeah, so you can find me at the usual haunts. Most of my streams and videos have my social media, including Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, YouTube at WyzGyz Entertainment. WyzGyz is one word, WyzGyz, and Twitch, WyzGyz Entertainment. Formerly WyzGyz Twitches, but for some reason I couldn't get it changed back. So it's WyzGyz Entertainment, all one word.
Okay.
And yeah, so
is Twitch where you do most of your gaming?
Yeah, but what I do is, because I'm kind of lazy, I use StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Simulcast to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at once.
Oh, well, there you go.
And yeah, it's fun stuff.
I'll tune in.
Was that?
I'll tune into one of those.
Awesome. Yeah, so far, I mean, it's predominantly been KOTOR 2, but then I also finished playing KOTOR 1. Basically, what I do is I pass the game being as good and noble like a Jedi as I can. And then I replay the game, but try and be as evil and Sith-like as I can.
I understand.
I've passed each of those games twice so far.
At my core, I am a gray Jedi.
Ah.
Yeah.
I lean more towards, regular Jedi.
I get you.
But at the same time, I don't like the lack of being able to have personal relationships, and that draws me back to the dark.
Yeah, definitely. I understand that one completely.
Yeah. So, and then I've also, I don't know if you ever heard of it. There's this little game that I guess someone in the Phantom Menace did of Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. And you play as him, and then it's got voice clips of him.
Okay.
As you go through a platformer, and he says stuff like apple juice, swig of apple juice for the working man, and that's how he powers up.
Oh my god!
It's pretty funny. It's creative, and
right.
And oddly enough, it's challenging. And then the other game I play on and off is Oregon Trail. Yep. There's an online version of it you can play from a browser, and I don't know if you.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. So fun stuff. So yeah. And I want to thank everyone in chat for being with us. You guys are freaking awesome. You rock. thanks to everyone who joins us on the replay, watches this on replay. Please like, comment, subscribe, mark the bell for notifications. Be sure to mark all notifications so hopefully you don't miss a single stream or video. And thanks especially to our very special guest, Bionic Bruh.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks everyone for joining us. We shall see you on the next stream. If you look on my YouTube channel, you should see a category of upcoming streams, and you'll see like 5 or 6 more because I'm going heavy into promo mode, CG promo mode. And yeah, I got some more to add to the list as well.
Very nice.
All right. Take it easy, all. See you on the next stream. Bye.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube sensation. WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.